So the question I always get is, Kirk, what are you guys doing with the whole skull? Why do you need the whole skull? Well, what we're doing is we're utilizing all the measurements. This is the blueprint to my project. So what we're doing is we're taking the measurement from the back of the eye orbital and the front of the eye orbital, and then from the corner of the eye to the end of the nose, into the nose to the back of the head, and then even a depth measurement. So we take all of those measurements and we transfer that measurement into the mannequin. So we take this mannequin here and we measure it at the front and the back of the eye orbital. We also take the measurement at the length of the nose and the nose to the back of the head. And then we take our, of course, our depth measurement. And we take all of the measurements from the deer that particular hunter shot, may it be a 4.5, 5.5-year-old deer, 8.5-year-old deer, and we transfer all of that measurement into this mannequin, making this mannequin fit correctly to that skin. So for you taxidermists that are not using that skull, and you're just sliding it right up to the back of the head, you slide your skull right up to here, you screw it down, pull your skin on, that's perfectly fine. If that's working for you, don't change a thing. Do exactly what you're doing. But for you taxidermists, or you guys trying to do taxidermy, and you don't understand how we're putting these things together, I want to explain to you what we're doing. We are altering the mannequin. We mount about 125 to 150 deer per year. And out of that, we alter every mannequin. Every mannequin has to be altered. Every mannequin has to be changed. We alter that mannequin, and when we get it fitting correctly, all of our skins go on perfect. For you guys that are, you have the ears that are all pulled back this way and leaning way back, and you can barely get it sewed down the back, and your stitches come undone. You can barely get the lip tucked in, and you're stretching it really tight to get the lip tucked in, and your lip comes out of the lip area, and it pulls away. The guys that got bulging eyes sticking out, these are our mounts that the taxidermist is not altering the mannequin, so your skin fits way too tight. When we do our deer, like I said, we're doing 125 to 150 deer shoulder mounts a year. Besides that, elk, caribou, moose, and then of course all the African game. We're altering every one of those mannequins. And out of all those mannequins, none of our skins, we struggle with none of them. All of our skins go on perfect, smooth, and easy the first time because we alter every one of the mannequins. And without this blueprint, without this skull, there's no way I can give you that kind of service. So that's what we're using that skull for. So if you prep your skull, just like we've explained, go in and remove 80 to 90% of the meat off, pull the eyes out, pull the brain out, salt it all down. This skull here is good for a European skull mount. It's good for your taxidermist so he can get all the measurements and transfer them into that mannequin, and you're going to come out with a perfect mount. Now it is going to be up to you as the hunter to make sure that your taxidermist is actually altering the mannequin, that he's actually splitting this mannequin down the center and he's altering the mannequin. You can see all those cuts, all that alteration that we've done on this water buffalo. We're not doing that because we want to. We're using the whole top portion of that skull so those eyes set under the original skull. We're doing that. That's not fun, but it makes for a perfect mount. So that's why we do it. So if you're a taxidermist and you're struggling and your skins and skulls are not going together, it's because you're not altering your mannequin. And if you're a hunter and you're getting poorly mounted deer, it's because your taxidermist is not altering the mannequin. But if you're the hunter and you're cutting all your skulls off like this or letting someone else do it, stop blaming your taxidermist. It's not your taxidermist's fault. He needs all of these measurements that are on this skull. He needs all of that. He might not know it. He might not be utilizing it. But if he starts doing that, or you're a taxidermist, or you want to become a taxidermist, and you learn how to alter mannequins, you'll be a great taxidermist.